Welcome back to the Tinkerage Reorganisation vlog. Fourth day to the end. 3 more days after today. That's the plan. Been quite busy in here today. Lots of consolidation. Moved a few things round. Put a new bracket up in there because the weight of some of the things that I put on was starting to cause it to bow. Emptied beads out of a tray here from my jewellery making, and from those little tubs there, they've all gone into my jewellery making resource box, so just kind of materials rather than tools, which is now living down in the darky in there. So that freed up 2 of those Whammo boxes. One now has washers and one has nuts. So let's keep those sorted. In the process of doing that, I emptied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the jars up here. Quite a few of those have got screws and bolts in, so I might empty those too. One thought is to make something there to take maybe shallow boxes, maybe these sort of shallow boxes, but I'm not sure. I can't make it too deep, otherwise it will hit my head. But I'm certainly thinking of putting something different up there than the jars. One disadvantage of jars, they're really useful and they're cheap, but they can, particularly in an environment that changes temperature quite a lot, become quite difficult to get off sometimes. I've also emptied some of the little compartments down here. I'm not sure what's going to go into those. It needs to be things that I want readily accessible. It is quite messy in here this evening. We had a rainstorm earlier, so a lot of stuff that I had outside, some of which was to be recycled, some thrown away, and some to go down to the storage sheds at the bottom of the garden. Just had to be brought in quite quickly, and I've not had opportunity to change that yet. Apart from that very thing of bringing things in, the worktop here by the sink was earlier completely free, and that's been really useful. I've changed a few of the tubs around that I had yesterday, and also been altering things slightly up here. These are now all got something in. This one is switches, electronic switches, may or may not change there. I've also swapped over the box, previously a shoe box, now is a box that I had from Axminster actually. It's got a bit more fitting than a shoebox, for sanding, and so there's belts, deltas, pads, discs and flap wheels, and also some wire wheels in there. Bit of tidying up underneath. Scroll saw back in its place down here. Plumbing tool next to the plumbing tools. And I decided that the wires could go up here, so installed that there. I've got space for a couple more. I might put some sort of tape, it might need a dispenser, but I might put other wires up there. I might just use it as somewhere to hook things. Also sorted out, I had remains of 2 socket sets, these kind of blow molded cases which I really didn't like. So I sorted out, this isn't a permanent home, but I sorted out the sockets that I want to keep. I've got a bunch of sockets that are duplicate to requirements, so they're to go. I'll see if I can find someone to give them to, or maybe I will just send them to scrap. But I'm not going to leave them hanging around. I don't think they're suitable for bashing out into anything kind of blacksmith style. I've got 3 more days of the reorganisation left, and it's my intent to try and make good use of those. Tomorrow I'm hoping to do something about the tape. I'm thinking that I might try and empty one of the drawers in the chest of drawers down there and just have a drawer for specialist tapes, leaving just a few tapes that I use regularly or want handy, like some PVC insulation tape or some masking tape. Just keep out a couple of rolls, but that's still kind of neither here nor there. I'm also debating, I had this little thought, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, of moving the CD player from over here and actually moving it into the kind of the one of the shelves over here, but I'm not sure. That will then, this is a really sturdy shelf and might be better for some of the heavy items that are causing these shelves to bow slightly, or even up here, these bolts, 2 containers here of bolts, they're really quite heavy. One of nails, really quite heavy. They might be better off on a strong shelf up there. So quite a bit of progress. Tomorrow, sort out the tape, try and find some space to put oils and finishes, and hopefully tomorrow afternoon start putting some tools on the wall so that they're readily accessible in places that I want them. So that should leave me a couple of days then to continue with that. So hopefully on the weekend projects can start. Although the first thing I might actually, prior to that, see how things go, I'm going to do a review of the WorkZone bandsaw. This is kind of Aldi's own, so I might do that as they're due back in stock in Aldi from this weekend. So just a quick update as usual. Like, subscribe, click the notification button, comment if you wish. I do try and reply to all comments. Bye for now.